Hey, I'm Dylan from Live Life Creative. Thank you for joining me for this video today. So I want to talk about the new M1 MacBook Pro with the M1 Pro chip and the M1 Max chip. That's really a mouthful to say. And then there's also the Sony A7IV coming out. But even more than that, what I want to talk about is not just those specific pieces of gear, because I don't really have anything special to say about those specifically, but just the idea of what's happening in your head, I guess, when these big marketing pushes come out. Like, I just want you to be aware of kind of the greedy gimmies that this is happening. Now, I have to say, I'm kind of bitter about this, all the new tech that's come out, because I won't be taking part in any of it. I've got all kind of old tech. Let me get a video here going right now. So I'm using the Nikon D750. And it's even so old that part of the rubbers come off. And I've got another one over here, Nikon D750. And I'm actually using old lenses. This is the Nikon 84mm 1.8G, 50mm 1.8G. This is actually an upgrade for me because I used to have the D version, which is just like, you know, even older than this. This 70-200, this thing is 17, 18 years old at this point for sure. And even before that, this is what I was using for a 70-200, even before this 70-200. This, I think, is the original, like the first autofocus lens that Nikon made in this range. So pretty ancient. And even the lens that I'm filming on with this camera, this is a film lens from way back in the day. With that in mind, that's the context that I'm just a bitter, grumpy man. I mean, whenever new gear comes out, it feels like it's something that you just gotta have it, right? That the instant that the new camera is released, that thing is the only thing that's worth having, and it instantly makes your old stuff obsolete, and you just can't even function and make videos or take photos without it. So that makes it really hard, that kind of attitude, to kind of appreciate the gear that you've got. So that's what this video is about. It's kind of an appreciation video for what you already have. But the thing with these big marketing pushes for the new gear is not so much against the gear itself, because it's amazing. The new laptops, I mean, they're gonna be incredible laptops. Like, that's not the knock there. It's what these marketing campaigns do to you mentally, to your brain, and to my brain, because I'm definitely guilty of obsessing over whatever was just released. But I want you not to be going down that road. I mean, like mentally, like your mental health, that's not good. Just watch out for how it affects your attitude. If it just makes you completely discontent, that you don't want to do anything with your current gear, that you just find yourself resenting what you have, and feelings of greed and jealousy over people who've gotten the new thing, then that's where you've kind of gone wrong, where you really got to, you know, make an effort to tune out the new gear and the gear acquisition syndrome, and just realize that the things that you have, you can keep using them to do what you've been doing. Like, just because a new piece of tech or camera has come out, it doesn't mean that your old stuff is broken. Like, your old stuff is just as good as it's ever been. Yeah, there's something maybe to aspire to, but that doesn't mean you have to completely crap on what you've already got. So when new gear comes out, I like to kind of go back to when my gear was the new gear, which, you know, it came out sometime, so it was a hot new thing sometime in the past. I actually tweeted about this the other day. I was talking about the Nikon D750 review video that the Camera Store TV did. Chris Nichols and Jordan Drake were there at that time. And when the D750 came out, that was the hot new thing. Like, Chris Nichols even recommended the D750 over the Canon 5D Mark III for video. Things that I have now, like, they were amazing, they were incredible, people wanted them. And the Nikon D750 has served thousands of photographers like really, really well for ever since 2014 when it was released. Still super solid cameras, even though they're 7 years old at this point. I'm not saying that the new gear is bad. I'm not even saying that gear does or doesn't matter. This video is really not about the gear, it's about you. It's about what the message is out there that, you know, buy now, buy now, buy now, gear acquisition syndrome. It's what all that stuff does to you and your brain. And this is something that affects me so much every time something new comes out. And it's something I super struggle with. And I just want it to not be something that affects you as much, because I mean, that's a place that sucks to be, just to be looking at the new gear and the new cameras and just pining after them. It's stuff. I mean, life is not about stuff, right? I mean, stuff helps to make videos, cameras help to make videos or take photos, or computers help to edit those things and make them beautiful. But they're all means to an end. I mean, the things that you make with the gear, that's what really matters, and gear is not the end goal. Gear is a means to end to creating something beautiful to help this world be a little bit nicer, hopefully. So that's my big rant for the day. If you found this video to be inspiring or helpful, or help just bring a new perspective on this huge tech week, then hit like, hit subscribe. I'd love for you to check out my other videos on my channel and to, stay tuned to whatever I release in the future. So thank you very much. Bye.